What we do is grow businesses, and growing businesses is the best possible thing. We help companies grow through increased revenue and profits, building scalable systems, high performing teams, while reducing owner involvement. When we do that, most of our clients have benefited from our interactive journey, doubling their profits and tripling the size of their business.
Oftentimes, it's a question of, can I achieve more freedom? Can I grow in the freedom I have from my business? So I'm not tied to the business as tightly, the day-to-day firefighting in the business. Could be about growing quality. It could be about growing cash flow. It's not always about getting bigger, but it's always about getting better.
How do we know that we are successful? Well, why we're the resultants is we track our results. We are results driven. We are not process driven. We are driven by results.
The way our economy works in the world is that we measure this based on top line revenue and bottom line profit. And we measure this religiously and regularly. We benchmark and make sure that the owners economically are seeing what they want to see in terms of this growth, achieving what they want to in their business over time. And we measure time in years, not in months, not in days, but in years. Over the course of the first year, 2 years, 3 years, we see a hockey stick where the growth starts out slow and then accelerates. And that hockey stick is true for both the top line revenue and the bottom line profit.
We begin our work typically because we are helping a client with a problem. And problems we help clients with come in a few buckets. Big ones being owner overwhelm, burnt out, that they are just exhausted from being in the business, neck deep in the business, day after day, hour after hour, week after week, long hours. One owner hadn't taken a vacation with his family for over 5 years, and it kills their enthusiasm for the business, thing that they loved when they got into it. They've been growing initially, but then they continuously hit this ceiling that they're not reaching their goals. They can grow, but only to a certain extent, and they feel like they're stuck. So hitting that growth ceiling and not reaching goals, not able to get past that. People issue, hiring the right people, managing those people, helping them grow and retaining people. It's competitive out there. Lots of opportunities for people. So keeping those people engaged in our organization, challenged and growing. And then getting performance, making sure that our goals align with expectations for our people. We often find chaotic operations that things are not efficient or effective. There's inefficiencies everywhere. We're recreating the wheel. We aren't documenting core processes. Everybody's doing it a slightly different way. And that brings inefficiencies into the business. You know what? It makes business even harder than it needs to be.
They've hit a growth ceiling, just not reaching their goals. It's upsetting to them because they're becoming impatient, figuring they should have done that by now. These are all challenges that every business and business owner goes through as they grow. All or some of these are signs of an unhealthy company. So health companies have a business operating system. First thing we focus on is a plan. Having a vision, a strategy, and key metrics that point the way. Without those three basics, your journey is going to be a real winding road. Without that, your team members may have some confusion as a result. But when you lay down that vision strategy and articulate those key metrics, every team member has the opportunity of success.
The second part that is necessary for every business is that you have to have people in place to deliver this. If you're going to do anything significant in the world, you can't do it alone. You need to have a team of people that are helping you. And that means that you have to bring people into the organization in a way where you've got a clear organizational structure. I know what's expected of me. I know what I'm supposed to do. You need to have a clarity about the organizational values and the culture you're trying to create. How do I behave when I'm a part of this team? And you have to have clarity about the performance expectation. How do we measure whether or not we're doing the things we're supposed to be doing, and what does success look like?
The execution really is that day-to-day execution of the strategy, meeting management, a regular cadence of team meetings, of individual meetings that really drive clarity, drive accountability, that drive alignment, that identify and solve ideas and problems. KPI dashboard. So unlike key metrics, which are higher level, company-wide, oftentimes a KPI dashboard can be for the leadership team, so they can be for the company, or they can be for a department, a sales department, or an engineering department, or for the finance team. So a KPI dashboard can inform action and tell us whether our company or our department is on or off track, and inform action if we're not. And last but not least, documented processes, those things that our work, our flow, how we get things done, how we deliver our product or service, how we onboard somebody. So there's so many different examples. It is that more efficient, replicatable, scalable way to do the work that we do, to deliver our product or service to our customer.
Every company is unique. We are not a one-size-fits-all firm. Every organization is a different stage in their development. Therefore, meeting an organization where they're at is an important element to the success of building a business operating system for each and every client we serve.
So how do we work with clients? It begins with Foundation Days, where we work with you and your leadership team, and we are building out 3 major pieces to your business operating system. We call it the playbook, and it consists of a people day, a plan day, and an execution day. So those foundation days, 2 to 3 days, building out specific tools that will fill up a playbook to help you begin to move forward on your growth path. We bring accountability, we bring experience, professional facilitation, lots of scar tissue and learning from being in the seat before, sometimes a functional expertise to your weekly leadership team meetings, and help us move the company forward, focus on those right things, do what we say we're going to do. CAN support and documentation. So CAN support, client account manager, they are, as I like to put it, the easy button for adoption and execution for the key tools of your business operating system. Their job is really logistics. It's capturing key content. It's making sure that all the dots are connected so that when we invest in building these key tools out, you and your team are enabled quickly, seamlessly, effectively to utilize those tools of your business operating system going forward, as well as becoming much more proficient in the management and use of those tools yourself. Have a monthly owner or CEO coaching session. So I like to say my job is to coach the head coach, the leader of this leadership team, and really talking about the growth and the cohesiveness and the opportunities for the leadership team. So we are working with you and the leadership team in a regular cadence, a regular drumbeat of day-long planning sessions where we are setting a plan, we are executing a plan for 90 days, and we're reconvening. And we're identifying how we did in our key metrics. We're identifying whether we accomplished our major goals, or we are capturing and identifying issues and opportunities that we have that we can discuss and solve. We are resetting those priorities, and then we are going into the next 90 days to execute those. Or if it's a yearly planning session, that next calendar year. But it's a disciplined, regular cadence that manages momentum, that drives accountability and clarity across the organization, that ultimately ends up in those strong results you saw in the numbers I showed you earlier.
Is this the right fit for you? If you have a leadership team or want a leadership team, if you're struggling or frustrated with the progress you're making, if you want clearer accountability and alignment with your team, if you want to scale the business up and accomplish more quickly, and if you need stronger, more disciplined execution or a clear operating rhythm in your business, and you want a trusted partner in the room every week to help maintain that momentum, we are the answer for your challenges and would love to talk to you about that. And we have a model where we get started quickly, where we simply talk about what are your goals? What's your growth model? What do you hope for in your business? We have a quick diagnostic meeting where we can diagnose what really are the challenges and ask then for a commitment from you and your team.
Then away we go, enjoying success together, laughing, working through meetings, being respectful, even though tension exists, and getting the most out of each and every company and meeting the goals, objectives, and vision of the owners involved. If this sounds like something that would be meaningful to you and to your organization, please book a call. Let's have a talk. See what can come of that. You might be surprised.